A new life in Europe, a dream chased by thousands.
I don't really think you can better it.
It's just amazing living in Spain.
With sunny days and a great way of life, it's easy to see why. But this doesn't come for free.
To come up with that money out of thin air is quite difficult.
So to fund this life,
Still all go.
expats are setting sail
He's out. He's gone.
and setting up businesses.
There's mushrooms growing on the wall.
Okay.
On this new series, we follow a fresh group of expats
Every day's like this at the minute, it's just non-stop.
Run, run, run.
launching paragliding and restaurants in Spain,
I think there's a future in this for us.
B&Bs and villas in France.
I think we have a party on our hands.
But will it be profitable
There was a lot of happy people here.
or simply painful?
If we don't start getting bookings, it's going to be a bit of a problem.
And can the new expats really make their new life in the sun pay?
Job well done.
I'm so happy.
On today's show, father and daughter spring into action.
4 hours in a paddle in this heat, in a kayak paddling in this heat's crazy, you know.
When a kayaker fails to return.
So I need the keys to go on a jet ski, like now.
The pressure of welcoming their first guests.
You must be getting stuff doing all this idle chat stuff.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Cause tension for France's newest holiday hosts.
No, I'm not kidding the sake of it's time is against us.
And when a hairdresser goes house hunting,
I want a piece of Spain, not a piece of Chernobyl.
she gets more than she'd bargained for.
It's like you're being invaded by Godzilla. I'm not happy. I am not happy about this.
The Gers department in southwest France. An area brimming with culture and gastronomical treats. Fresh local produce and a wealth of fine restaurants make it an ideal location for the discerning gourmand. With long lunches and laid-back living, it's hardly surprising so many Brits choose to make this place home. People like Lindsay and Richard Watterson, who moved to this huge detached property near Ponja 8 months ago.
Compared to the UK, the space that you get and the size of properties just don't compare.
It's mid-June and they're 4 months into renovating this farmhouse into a holiday cottage.
Look at that. It's like a Ferrari toilet.
They have completed the kitchen, living room, and thanks to help from family and volunteer labourers, another bedroom is nearly ready.
It's good. I like it. I love the wallpaper. Very French. Except it isn't, but it looks French.
But with progress slowed by Lindsay losing use of her prosthetic leg.
I just felt so much more useful when I had it on. It's really strange what a little bit of a leg can do.
They're struggling to finish the work before the start of July when the tourist season kicks off.
In the high season, we stand to be losing a couple of €1,000 a week.
And they also need the rooms finished so they can promote the new business online to attract new customers.
What we want to do is to get it ready for some photographs so we can put it on the website. Because this is the first twin room that we'll have photographed.
But with deadlines looming...
Up a little bit on the left. Down a little bit on the left.
The pressure is taking its toll.
It's not straight. It looks wonky.
But it's always going to look wonky because it's not, the wall isn't straight, the ceiling's not straight. So it'll look wonky against the ceiling. It's always going to look wonky against something because the wall goes up at that end.
But use your eye, you know.
I think they look okay. I think they look okay.
Apart from being wonky.
Well, make it not wonky.
I can't make it what wonky. If you'd said, tell me right in the first place, it wouldn't be wonky, would it? So I'm going to take a picture.
Perfectionist.
Curtain rail disagreements aside, the room is finally ready to photograph.
That's lovely. So what do you think?
I think it's a start.
This room, it's finished.
But you said these mattresses were quite firm.
They're all right. I think it's really good. Behave, they won't be doing that in here.
Lindsay wants everything to be perfect, as she's aiming high with her marketing plans.
We've got a very exclusive booking agent want to come and inspect the house. They want to come and inspect the gîte, and hopefully we'll end up being on their website as one of their exclusive houses in France. So I'm really excited, a bit nervous. It'd be like passing an exam, having someone come out and look with a clipboard and tick, 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 tick. But I just wanted to show them that we've got other rooms finished as well, so it needs to look really good, this one.
Lindsay's hoping this could be the move that delivers some upmarket customers to their luxury accommodation. A few days later, and it's a big day for Lindsay. The French health system is finally making progress with her prosthetic limb. Today she's visiting the local specialist.
Right, let's go and make a leg.
They hope to make a new socket for her current high-tech limb, which will mean Lindsay can get back to the active life she's used to.
It's got a microprocessor in it. You charge it up overnight, it's electric. And yeah, it's really smart. It sort of learns how you walk and it helps you to walk.
Today the specialists will make a cast for the new socket to ensure a perfect fit. And as Lindsay is properly acquainted with the new specialist...
Where?
She's still getting to grips with the French health system.
Oh, I'm getting pants.
Pantalon.
Zut alors, mon pantalon.
No chance of getting those, is there? No.
Can I take them home? You're going to blindfold me as well? No. It's very different here.
Vive la différence, as they say in, well, France.
Monsieur, I feel I know you very well now.
But after a spot of cling filming and a dash of wet plaster, the cast is ready to be sent away.
Merci, au revoir. Au revoir.
And Lindsay is now one step closer towards walking on 2 feet again.
That was one of the most
Bizarre experience.
bizarre,
wasn't it?
a little
Really
bit
bizarre.
surreal, wrapped in cling film by a complete stranger.
So with a replacement leg ordered, Lindsay's new dream life in France is taking shape.
It is a step closer. It is. It is. Yeah, I'll be glad when it comes. And I can get up and walk. And then you can see me doing a bit of walking. People must think all I do is sit on my backside.
But there's only a fortnight left before their first ever guests arrive. The pressure is on for the newlyweds. The Costa Blanca in southeast Spain is renowned for its crystal clear sea and stunning coastline. An amazing 60 of its beaches have earned the prestigious Blue Flag Award, given out to those with the cleanest, safest shores. And the clear turquoise waters makes this area a haven for divers and snorkelers. It's no wonder the area is brimming with water sports businesses.
I think that one will just fit you, Smashy.
One of which is run by Emily Douglas and her dad Ken.
We haven't got any financial objectives other than to keep our heads above water and be happy. And it's, as you've seen yourself, it's just a lovely place to be and work and stay in, you know.
But water sports is very much a summer business, so they only have 4 months to earn enough for them to survive the winter. That means thinking up new ideas like their sunrise trips.
The only people who do it around here. It's something different as well. It's not like just going and renting a kayak and going out for an hour. It's something different.
I owe you €2. Yeah. Don't let me forget.
And today they're trying out trips at the other end of the day with their new sunset cruises.
We'll try and be a bit more cultured. We don't call it a booze cruise, but it is really, you know. We'll have a drop carver, and then most of the excursion goes to the 2 beach bars and have a little bit sangria, you know.
They'll charge €25 for a 2-hour kayaking cruise to the island of Loya, and the price includes all the drinks for the evening.
We're going nice and slowly.
It's Emily's night off, so it's down to Ken and new recruit Jack to get 16 people off in time for sunset.
This kayaks here, do you want to go on a single, yeah?
I'll go on a single then.
We're running a little bit late, and there's some guy hasn't turned up as well, so we've been kind of hanging on for him.
Ken's final customer has arrived, and it's a quick paddle to catch the sun and the rest of the group.
Hey, it serves you right for coming late.
In the nick of time, everyone makes it to the island to enjoy the sunset and a drop of kava.
There you go. Come and get it.
I'm just amazed that we were going to see a sunset, because it looked a little bit doubtful at one point, because we was running about 15 minutes late, you know.
Cheers. 18 years been here, and this is the first time on the island.
What experience.
And as the sun is setting,
Beautiful.
they make their way to the beach bar.
Well done, you.
And unfortunately for Ken, he has his first casualty.
We've got a broken paddle, but apart from that, it's all good.
And that's not all.
There was one who had a leak. Of course, I'm in there, so I'm soaking wet.
I think you lost something in the water.
My phone!
This way.
That way. This will be phone number 5 that I'm having to replace, possibly. However, it is in a protected bag, so fingers crossed. Oh, it's fine.
That's dry, I think.
Yay!
Despite a few hiccups, no one's spirits have been dampened, but Ken's profits might be taking a further hit.
The guys have been ordering like jugs of sangria and beer as if they've been going out of fashion. So it might be that we haven't made quite as much profit as what we thought we would, but it doesn't matter. It's been a great night.
Come on, guys.
The thirsty paddlers have drank a third of his takings. But with happy customers, it looks like it's going to be a success, as long as Ken keeps an eye on how much the customers drink. Albia on the Costa Blanca. Unlike its livelier neighbour Benidorm, it enjoys a more serene vibe with relatively few high-rise buildings. Attracting holidaymakers from all across Europe, many of whom choose to make it their permanent home, including hairdresser Rachel Warby.
I feel like I'm at the beginning of the next chapter of my life. And I feel like I'm probably in the best space I've been in for many, many years.
It's been 4 weeks since Rachel left the UK to go it alone and become the new owner of an established hair and beauty salon.
You're fabulous.
With new clients on the books, business is going well, prompting Rachel to take on a new assistant. Marianne is en route from Scotland to Albia, but Rachel has a slight worry before her new stylist has even arrived.
I got something on social media like 4 o'clock this morning from Marianne saying, tagging me, saying like, Rachel Warby, I'm sorry if I'm wasted kind of thing tomorrow. Don't judge me for it. And it just set off alarm bells in my head. I've just thought, oh God, what have I let myself in for?
2 hours later and Marianne has arrived.
Let's get your suitcase out. Oh.
Before Rachel lays down the ground rules, it's time for her new recruit to see her new accommodation.
This is Marianne. Hello.
She'll be sharing the space with Rachel and her 2 dogs.
Got your boy.
Oh, that's Gracie.
But the sleeping arrangements are a little cosier than Marianne expected.
Right, here's the bedroom. That's your bed. Right, so you got the corner bit of the room. Okay, so that's your side. I'll get you some hangers tomorrow.
I never knew I'd be sharing a room with Rachel, but things like that doesn't bother me, so it doesn't. So, it means we can get to know each other better.
Rachel hopes to find more spacious living arrangements for the 2 of them soon.
See you in a bit. Look after each other.
But for now, she hopes to wow Marianne with the culinary delights of the area. The Spanish pride themselves on creating dishes from the freshest produce, grown in the sunny climate and drawn from the Mediterranean Sea. Dishes like the famous paella that boasts some of Spain's finest ingredients.
Look at the sea, look.
I know, it's beautiful. It's actually beautiful.
Tonight, Rachel and Marianne will be sampling some local cuisine at Rachel's favourite restaurant.
This place is amazing for paella. So what do you fancy? Obviously paella's Spanish. Fill your boots.
I think I'm going to go for like a burger or something.
She wants hangover food.
I've earned hangover food.
And while they're on the subject, it's a chance for Rachel to lay down those ground rules.
Never text when you're drunk to
It's
anybody.
my worst habit.
And never put on Facebook to your boss. Oh, sorry if I'm blooded tomorrow. Don't judge me. I need somebody so I can go, Marianne, tint, bleach, 30 mils of bleach, 30 mils of peroxide. What percent? 9%.
I want to come out here and make something of myself and really enjoy myself, and I think I've got this far, so...
I want you to be the best hairdresser you can possibly be.
It's such a good opportunity with Rachel being here, and I can feed off her for so much. She's got so much experience in hairdressing. I do like to go out for nights out with my friends, but work comes first. You need to work to pay the bills, you need to work to afford to go out for nights out. So if you don't work, then you can't afford to do all that.
Big day tomorrow, first day officially in the salon. Can you believe it?
No, it's been in so fast.
Make the most of it, just go for it. I've had a really stressful day, got a bit neurotic earlier on, and she's turned out to be okay. There is no guarantee with anybody, so you just have to give them a chance and see how it goes.
The air has been cleared tonight, but will Marianne meet Rachel's high standards on her first day tomorrow?
Onwards and upwards.
Yes.
On the Costa Blanca, father and daughter Ken and Emily are trying to make as much money with their water sports business while the sun shines.
We came, it was just a big adventure. That, you know, from day one, it's just been absolutely tremendous.
But unfortunately, they've hit a hitch. There's a new rival on the block.
The competitors decided to buy 10 kayaks, which really cheesed us off, for want of a better word, because they're actually a restaurant, an established restaurant on the beach, and they have been for many years. And they've seen us sending more and more kayaks out, and they thought, oh, we'll have a slice of that pie. It's not right, you know, but there you go, you know.
So Emily's dreamt up a master plan to outsmart their competitors and tap into another lucrative market: corporate bookings. It's 6:30 a.m. and today she has her first group of 30 people from a large international business booked on a kayaking trip.
It's kind of a protein shake company kind of thing, and they've come all the way from like Murcia, Alicante, some from Valencia, and people have been up since maybe 4 o'clock this morning to come down here.
Emily's hoping this will be the first of many, and to make a good first impression, she needs all hands on deck.
Morning.
He slept in about 15 minutes. Right, Jack?
Should be good. Ken's still to come as well.
Hope that's not too late.
It's nearly 7 a.m, and with the group ready to go, Ken arrives just in time to help get them out onto the water.
Okay, suerte.
While Emily and Jack head out with the group, Ken's back on dry land holding the fort.
This is more or less Emily's little baby, I suppose, so yeah, I hope it goes well.
Hola! Emily will take 450 euros from this trip alone, all before their official opening time of 9:30.
They're always happy customers here. Bien, chicas?
Muy bien, muy bien.
Phenomenal, eh?
But as the first kayak comes in,
Una experiencia muy buena.
Ken spotted a problem that will dent their profits.
It's sprung a leak. It can happen. It can happen. there's been a repair here and a repair here, and this one's came off. I think that's ready for the kayak knackers yard.
First, though, they have a more immediate problem. A few customers have been separated from the group, and Ken's worried they may be in trouble.
We went too far.
I think they tried to make it Calpe.
But they tried to make Calpe. That's too far.
Now Calpe is where that big rock is, the Peñón at Calpe. They'll just be there now, and then they've got to get all the way back again.
The majority of the group have returned, but a kayak is still out on the water.
It must be pushing 11 o'clock now, Emily, is it?
22.
10:35.
The sea here is safe and calm, but kayaking in the baking heat can take its toll. So Emily isn't taking any chances. She's going looking for him.
So I need the keys to go on a jet ski, like now.
In Altea on the Costa Blanca, Ken and his 19-year-old daughter Emily are getting increasingly concerned about a missing boy out on the water.
I still can't see the grey kayak, and that's been like 4 hours now, you know.
He's part of Emily's corporate booking, which set off at sunrise to the nearby island of Loya. And while the majority of the group have returned, it's now almost the hottest part of the day.
But they've totally underestimated the time they've been out, the distance they've went. 4 hours in a paddle in this heat, in a kayak paddling in this heat's crazy, you know.
Their experience tells them they need to act fast, but just as Emily is about to launch a search party,
Dad?
A kayak is in sight.
Is that the boy?
Yes.
Unaware of the worry he has caused, it looks like this young boy was just having too much fun to notice the time.
Toma, coge agua, que llevas 4 horas en el agua. Gracias.
That means everyone's accounted for.
Oh my God. But it turned out he wasn't actually just, it wasn't because he was tired or anything, it was just he was playing about. He was throwing himself in the water and couldn't get back in, and then throwing himself out again, and then just going slowly on purpose to annoy his brother. So, I don't know. It's a long time, 4 hours out on the water.
It hasn't been the easiest day's work for Emily, but their first corporate booking has ended a success.
El amanecer, ver salir el sol y la tranquilidad y la paz que hay allí. No se oye nada, solo el mar. Muy bonito.
Could more bookings like this be the key to a profitable summer?
Muy bien, ya está.
If you want to get away from it all, then the Gers department in the southwest of France could be heaven. Rolling Gascon hills and the majestic mountains make it the ideal place for lovers of the great outdoors. And new arrivals Richard and Lindsay want a piece of the action.
Out in the beautiful Gers countryside, surrounded by vineyards, and we're only an hour and a half from the coast.
It's the beginning of July, and Richard and Lindsay have passed their deadline to finish renovating their luxury holiday cottage.
I mean, we wouldn't have made the 1st of July. That's when we initially were going to be able to start with. But I think we would have killed ourselves trying to make that.
Every week they're late is costing them €2,000 in lost revenue. With 2 rooms left to complete, Richard is working round the clock.
I haven't worked so hard in my life than I've done here.
After months of labouring alone, the pressure is starting to get to him.
The weekend was a bit stressful. I had enough of it. Wanted to go and just disappear. I was sick of it. And when there's just the 2 of you, you sort of take it out on each other.
It has been tense because we're kind of getting to the last push, and you can see the end, and it's just these last 2 weeks. Just want them to be over.
After 2 more weeks of work, the holiday home is now all but complete. 4 tired bedrooms each now have a distinctive individual character, styled with upscaled furniture created by Lindsay. As well as the kitchen and lounge, the Gîte has a brand new summer living space leading to an outside dining terrace. All that's left to do are a few snagging jobs and a clean-up, but they need to do it quickly, as today Lindsay and Richard will welcome their first paying guests.
Does it look different?
It looks amazing.
Luckily, they have some willing volunteers helping out.
They've landed. The cavalry have landed.
Richard's cousin Andrew and his family have arrived from England to lend a hand on the final push.
So relieved they're here now. So relieved.
Everything needs cleaning, and there's still some last-minute plumbing jobs.
You've done all this, Richard?
Yeah.
Do you want to come do ours? Yeah. He will. I'm going to rent it out.
Richard is conscious that guests are only 4 hours away, but Lindsay can't resist giving Sarah a tour of their work.
Can I stay here?
You need to move it, love. You need to be getting stuff doing. All this idle chat and stuff.
For goodness sake.
No, I'm not goodness sake, though, but it's time is against us, okay?
So it's all hands on deck for the army of volunteers.
When you do the hoover, there's a bit on the thing there from yesterday when he was doing that.
Let me do that now and then I'll get it. A bit of a slave driver, isn't he? Jack, do me a favour. Can you go and put that in the bathroom?
Yeah, which one?
At the very end.
Okay.
Can you put it in one of the drawers? They're so good. Love those boys.
And with an hour to go, job done.
So what's your favourite room then, darling?
My favourite room, it would be a close run thing between bedroom 3 and this one. I love this room.
Come on, Mr. Fleas.
I love all of them, but I love this one.
5 months of hard work have finally made Richard and Lindsay's dream a reality.
I can't believe we've done it. I actually can't believe that we've done it. Yeah, I feel a bit emotional, really, a little bit. But I tell you what, I'm full of admiration for that man, because he has just worked so hard, incredibly hard. And I know he's bossy, but we had a goal, and it was our joint goal, and we've done it. If I walked in here, if I was them, and I've done this because I've been on loads of holidays where I've been to Gîtes, and if I walked in here, I'd be really happy. I'd be really, really happy.
In an hour's time, they'll find out if their very first guests feel the same way. The Costa Blanca is one of Europe's most visited areas, and also a favourite destination for Brits buying property in Spain. And there are plenty of bargains to be had. A 2-bedroomed apartment with swimming pool in Albia starts from £120,000, and with year-round high temperatures, heating bills are a fraction of the UK.
Come on then, girls.
Amongst those Brits lucky enough to call this area home are hairdresser Rachel Warby and her new junior Marianne.
In we go. Come on, Marianne.
It's Marianne's first day in Rachel's new salon. She needs to prove she has what it takes to work alongside the London hairdresser.
Your first 2 weeks is your trial week. We'll keep it simple and we'll just use the book.
Well, today's my first day in the salon, so I'll be out of my comfort zone, but then I think sometimes you have to be out your comfort zone to learn and things.
Marianne is keen to benefit from Rachel's 30 years of experience.
What I'm finding in Spain, Marianne, is most people put this brassy high lift sort of tint on. They don't even go ashy. They definitely put a few bleach highlights in it, would you say, Marianne? Feel that?
It's really good to start with to assist Rachel and things, to see the way she works and see how she would highlight here.
So what colours did you decide to use, Rachel?
So I went for a 6'6" with a bit of 6'8".
Right.
It's like a chocolatey dark blonde, yeah? Deposit your colour in, mid-length, and then blend it up. Just make sure it doesn't slip.
Rachel's standards are high, and Marianne watches and learns every aspect of the salon.
Right, just make sure everything's, you know, no marks on it, like you would at a nice restaurant, you know, just get it all. And then pick one of the cakes, just put that on the side like that. All right, and then we take that over.
After her first full day in the salon, what does Marianne think of her new job?
Going by what I've seen already, I hope that I'm here for longer than 2 weeks, but obviously that all depends on Rachel and what Rachel thinks. You only get out what you put in, don't you?
Yeah, exactly, darling. You only get out what you put in.
It's 4 days later, and Rachel and Marianne are swapping hairdressing for house hunting. The lease on Rachel's apartment is nearly up, and sharing a bedroom with her boss was never part of the grand plan for Marianne.
I'm used to having a whole house by myself, so sharing an apartment with Rachel sometimes can be a wee, not tricky, but I'm just used to my own house. I'm used to my own space.
They've come to a little town not far from Albia, called Lanuthia, to look at an apartment.
It's perfect quiet. It's perfect for getting home from work after nattering all day to people.
Renting a 2-bedroomed apartment in this area costs around €500 a month, less than half the price of a similar-sized property in London.
It's got a swimming pool, that's a bonus. It's huge for the dogs, they've got plenty of place to run around.
On first inspection, this property looks ideal, but the views aren't exactly breathtaking.
It's got this monstrous, ugly she-devil of a telegraph pole. It's just huge. I want a piece of Spain, not a piece of Chernobyl. Look at its sister up there. You know, it's like you're being invaded by Godzilla. I'm not happy. I am not happy about this.
This isn't looking like the place to rent for Rachel and Marianne, so it's back to the drawing board.
I'm optimistic. Viva España. We love you.
And 2 days later, Rachel's optimism is paying off.
Hi, Elena.
They're back in Lanuthia to meet estate agent Elena.
This is a house?
Okay.
This 3-bedroomed house would cost them €550 a month.
This is a nice size, so this is like the dining area, I guess. And then obviously the living room here.
You can change
it around.
The sofas here and the tables here, whatever suits you. The first bedroom here?
Yeah, that's quite small, but that's fine.
Like
this looks like Marianne's room. She's fell in love with the bunk beds. Well, this is my room. I've claimed this one. I like the light. This for me is the light. Perfect. I love
sun
that.
all day time.
The view out here is beautiful, the mountains and everything. It looks
Oh, and the
beautiful.
sea. That's the sea there.
Yeah.
That's Calpe down there.
Are you sure you're wanting this room?
Yes. Yes. Sorry. Oh, it's beautiful here.
I think this is the house, Rachel.
I think this is the house too, Marianne.
The girls
High five.
love it.
And if that's not enough, there's an added bonus with this property.
I could just see the sea. I could just see the sea. Look, through the gap. Our swimming pool's got sea views.
Now Rachel's put down roots with her new house, it's time to turn her attention to her big ambition to become Albia's top hairstylist. On the Costa Blanca, 49-year-old hairdresser Rachel Warby has been trying to attract new customers to her salon in Albia.
I'm going to chop into it more when it's dry. This is just the beginning. Okay.
There's been a steady stream of clients, and whilst business is picking up...
Hello. Would you just have a seat, just one moment?
Rachel wants to make a bigger name for herself in Albia. Today she has a returning customer, Adina, who first came to the salon 3 weeks ago.
I'm very blessed to have this hair, but
yeah, it's naturally thick and it's got a natural frizz to it.
Yeah.
Now she's back to be styled by Rachel for a special occasion.
She's having a photo shoot because she's got a couple of weeks till she has her baby, and she wants to kind of capture that memory, that moment of being pregnant.
Rachel needs to impress Adina. As a professional dancer, she may hold the key to a whole new network of clients.
I've been working in show business over 20 years, and I like to work with professional people because either you do something professional and good or don't do it.
Yeah.
No pressure then.
She knows loads of people, kind of heals ladies. I need clients like that to help push the business forward.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
Having worked with top models like Kate Moss on fashion shoots in London, Rachel's determined to bring a bit of glamour to the shoot. The first backdrop for the photo shoot is the medieval town of Altea.
Look at that.
Tourists are captivated by its pretty cobbled streets and palm-fringed promenade.
How beautiful is that restaurant?
It's the first time Rachel's had a chance to visit the area, but her exploring will have to wait, as there's work to be done.
Hold on, it's just a little bit skewy. 1 second. Go on then. Nice, that's nice. Nadina, let all your hair go back. That's it. She's just like a pregnant Hollywood star. Look at that. That's what you call a hair shot. Hold on, 1 sec.
Rachel knows a successful shoot could bring other clients to this new service, and it's work she truly loves.
This is what I love doing back in England, so it's just, yeah, it's what I'm good at as well. I know when to get in, like now. Quick, quick, quick. Don't do one on me. Miss World.
The team heads to the next location, a secluded spot on Altea's Pebble Beach.
1, 2, 3. Fly like a butterfly. I don't think you need the scarf. I think it looks a bit naff. Don't work. I don't like it. We wouldn't do this in England. We'd be like that, ditch the scarf. It's a bit Ina Sharples. It should just all be about the hair and the body, you know?
But the scarf isn't the only thing coming off.
I'm freezing, I've got my clothes on.
Adina's husband Danny's not going to miss the opportunity for a family shot.
Rest your chin on her. Yeah, more. Oh, that's cute. That's the shot.
With the sun setting, the shoot is wrapped.
Danny, look.
Leaving Rachel wondering if Adina is happy with the results.
Wow, 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 wow.
Bravo.
Wow, wow, wow.
Good job.
Wow, they look beautiful together.
Rachel was amazing. Definitely I'm going back for cut, for color, for everything. Yes, she's my hairdresser. Yes. Oh, look at this one. Look at it, yeah.
I did enjoy it, it was a giggle. And it was good to meet the Spanish photographer, you know, maybe, who knows if he might book me again in the future. Oh, even that one, look. You know, I didn't get much money to do it, but it was worth it for the connections. Yay, my first photo shoot in Spain. Whoa.
With a happy client, Rachel is on a roll. And with new contacts, who knows what the next step is for the London hairdresser. In Gers, in southwest France, Richard and Lindsay Watterson have just renovated a 19th century farmhouse into a luxury holiday cottage. It's 4 p.m. on the day of their first guest's arrival. After 5 frantic months of hard work, the couple have a final moment to reflect on their efforts.
It feels really weird knowing that this afternoon we'll hand over a key and we kind of forfeit the right to come in here anymore for 2 weeks. There's a key, look after it. It's like our baby. You just gotta let them get on with it.
Weird, isn't it?
But it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice sort of playing a part in somebody's holiday. That would be nice. Well, that's what we're in it for, isn't it?
Richard may have retired from the army, but settling into civilian life is an eye-opening experience for him.
4 minutes past 4.
They're not late. The place is available after 4 o'clock. They might turn up at 8 o'clock tonight. I hope not, but they might. They don't know that they're our first guests. It's not important, really, I don't think.
No, it shouldn't matter whether you're the first guest or the last guest. No,
to us,
it's about,
it doesn't matter. They'll be the same.
It's about, having a service and a place.
And the next guests it'll be a bit like having these guys again. It'll be perfect again.
It's that car.
At precisely 16:21, the first guests arrive.
Hey, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Mwah. Mwah.
Peter, Barbara Ann and their 2 inquisitive children, Ailish and Rudy.
Hello. This is
Ailish.
A shark.
It wasn't a shark, don't listen to him.
Introductions over, and it's time for the all-important first impressions.
This is your house for the next 2 weeks. So we'll take you through and I'll show you around a few things.
Wow, this is lovely.
Oh, wow.
It's the Eiffel Tower. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is really great, thank you.
I'm so pleased you like it.
You're very, very special to us because you are our first guest.
Well, anything doesn't work or...
really. I mean, anything.
Yeah.
You know, you would actually be helping us.
Yeah, no, we'll let you know if there's anything.
You're our
better.
troubleshooters.
That's fine. We're good at that
Just
job.
tell us, or if you go for something in the cupboards and you think, that would have been handy if that had been there.
Okay.
Say, because chances are we've either got 1 or 2 of them at home anyway. And I'd like to be in a position to have the time to actually enjoy this for a bit.
Sit and read a book all day
by
the pool.
Read a book.
That'd be a novelty, wouldn't it?
Read a book that isn't a catalogue from a DIY shop.
That isn't a Brico Depot catalogue.
What are you going to do with a pool for 2 weeks, guys, and this all to yourself?
We'll never get anywhere, will we? You want to be in here all the time.
You're coming in with us. I'll come in with you, okay.
Often when you look at websites, and the pictures are usually very, they're very beautiful, but then when you actually see it in real life, it doesn't usually match up to what you see on the website.
You see the good bits, but not necessarily.
Yeah.
But this is
This is exactly how it looked beautiful on the website. It looks beautiful.
I think this is even, it's even lovelier. Like this part here, with that perspective onto the pool, and just
great view.
It looks like all Richard and Lindsay's hard work is finally paying off.
We had the vision.
It's been tough.
And we had to get up and go to get up and make it happen.
Yeah, and we've done it. And we've achieved our aim, and now the secondary aim now is to get on, do it, and make
some
it a living.
money. Yeah.
Oh, I'm dead proud of you. Partner, give me 5.
So the renovation is a hit. Now the Wattersons have to show they're just as good as holiday hosts. Next time, when an ill wind blows no good for Ken and Emily.
I think it's going to be another poor day, which will be about 2 or 3 in a row.
It's all hands on deck to bring in the cash.
Oh, we have to make as much money in the next 2 weeks. I mean, it's the end of the season.
A couple's new life in France.
Our first glimpse of the new promised land.
Falls at the first hurdle.
We've had a meeting with our agent and there seems to be a legal hitch.
And Rachel's first fiesta.
Oh, they love letting off their bangers, those boys.
Goes off with a bang.
I feel sorry for anyone that's on a pacemaker.
It's a dream chased by thousands of expats, setting up new lives in Europe.
It couldn't be any different than Scotland.
I feel like I've just been born.
There's great weather and property is amazing value.
Something like this in the UK would be well out of our reach.
But nothing in life is for free.
Look at that swimming pool.
Yeah,
wow.
it's way too much money.
So to pay their way, enterprising expats are aiming high.
That was amazing.
And going into business.
Oh, you've done brilliantly.
On this series, we're with the brave Brits.
I think we just have opened a flower shop.
Setting sail and serving up in Spain.
Always happy customers here.
Running fishing lodges and B&Bs in France.
Oh, door's not on.
But will business boom? Or go bust?
We are quite literally dead in the water.
And will these new expats find happiness in the sun?
So proud of you and what you're setting out to do.
Today, two Brits ready to start their Spanish dream.
We arrived here yesterday at Harper Street with nowhere to stay.
But will they fall at the first hurdle?
I do not want to be staying in a tent on the beach while we're running a business.
Can these B&Bers
Check-ins now.
handle arrivals with no power?
So have you got electricity?
No.
Excellent.
It should be on by the end of the day, we believe.
And unfinished business.
He says, oh no, the house needs finishing, and he's gone off on the mower.
At a new French holiday home.
Run out of time and paint. You don't come on holiday to look at the decor, you come on holiday to relax.
If you want value for money with your property, there's no better place than rural France. It's a huge draw for thousands of expats. Expats like Derek and Debbie Shooton.
Carry on, my love. Don't miss England one little bit.
Miss people, but we don't miss England at all. With the space we have here, we would never be able to afford this in England. Yeah, we love it.
Yeah, definitely.
Derek and Debbie bought two detached houses just outside the town of Coué, 2 hours north of Bordeaux. With 4.5 acres of land, it cost just €330,000. It would be well over $1 million in their home county of Surrey. They're hoping to rent both to holidaymakers. One is ready, but they're now racing to complete the other in time for their first guests.
It's all a bit frantic at the moment.
Ideally, this should have been long done.
But to say the couple are behind schedule is somewhat an understatement.
I think we're going to be another hour doing this, and if Debs wants the ceiling painted, just a coat of paint, I'll be a bit longer. Just fed up with painting. Tired now. Had enough.
Luckily for Derek and Debbie, their guests have also been delayed, meaning at least some jobs can get finished.
Feel really sorry for them.
Yeah.
Great for us, because I can fix the toilet on the wall now.
It's a bit dirty, isn't it?
Oh, needs a hoover. It's been in the back of a dirty old car.
Yeah. I think 2 more sunbeds. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, 2 more and we're there.
Derek and Debbie don't know exactly when the guests will arrive, and Derek seems to be distracted from the job in hand.
He says, oh no, the house needs finishing, and he's gone off. He's gone wandering on the mower. What are you doing?
Opening the park.
Why?
Because it needs opening.
He's just been through the woods. It's urgent. It's urgent. Must be urgent. Needs doing.
I had 5 minutes out of the bathroom. And I shouldn't have done, really. Because the grass can be done tomorrow. No, I'm going to do all the ironing and cleaning with you.
No, I don't think you are.
And then I'm going to do the painting.
You're not going to be able to do it all, are you?
And the to-do list doesn't seem to be getting any shorter.
Up. Have I got it all then? You're helping me, but I've got the whole thing. Have you got it now?
I've got it, yeah.
Flip it.
Needs a clean.
Takes so much effort, time.
I think I've got like wiper's wrist.
Where does the time go? Where do the hours go?
Just been at it all day and it's quite difficult.
But finally, they've decided they've done as much as they can.
And we can go and feed the dogs.
Because the guests stopped off en route, Derek and Debbie have arranged to leave a key, meaning that they can at least get cleaned up and have some food.
I love you.
Love you too.
What a hard week.
Yeah.
Blood, sweat and tears. No.
But despite all their endeavours, it's fair to say that there are still a few things left unfinished.
Long day,
12-hour day?
That's 12 hours.
The shower room upstairs looks very unfinished, doesn't it? But, you
We'll
know.
just apologise. We couldn't do any more, and if they don't like it, I'll be surprised.
I'm not proud of myself, but I'm totally proud of Derek.
Shame it's not finished.
I think good
High
team.
five.
High five.
I know, I
High
can't.
five.
I'm tired.
High five.
I want to go home. Let's go home.
So do I. Come on.
Come on then.
The morning after, time for some early feedback from Bettina and Stephen, who are staying in the newly renovated Jeep.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Hello. You might notice that some of it is not all the same colour, because we run out of paint here as well. And Derek went and got some more, and it was a different colour.
It was a different
wasn't it?
colour. So if you look at the wall, the wall was slightly different to the
To
ceiling.
the ceiling, yeah.
All right.
You never noticed.
You really not know, not at all.
This is the shower room. As you can see, we've run out of paint.
Run out of time.
Run out of
And
time
paint.
and paint.
And paint. Unfortunately about the ceiling, is that all right for you guys?
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
It's really lovely, really lovely.
Okay, so have a good holiday, and if you need us, give us a shout.
Thank you very much.
It's really lovely.
The decor may not be up to Debbie and Derek's usual standards, but Stephen and Bettina couldn't be happier.
For us, it wasn't really an issue. It is a tidy sheet, it's clean.
It is.
I didn't even notice the ceiling because it wasn't something I was going to look at.
You know, we've been in far worse than this. So, I mean, it was kind of like, it's just an old house, and you expect from old houses, you know, just part of the character and the charm, really. You don't want everything perfect, I don't think.
You don't come on holiday to look at the decor, you come on holiday to relax and enjoy yourself. And
and you don't really look up, do
you know, if you're going to worry about a bit of paint missing, you know,
it's a nice
that's a bit
room.
picky, isn't
It's
it? But it should have been finished. When the house is empty, we'll get it finished quickly.
Snagging list aside, both properties are now up and running with bookings in the diary. But Derek and Debbie can't rest on their laurels. Not with a golf course and an archery range to build. Fuengirola in the Costa del Sol. With hundreds of bars and restaurants, competition is stiff. But that's not stopping a new British couple trying to break into this lucrative market.
We've driven down here, it's taken us 3 days, but we got here. It's probably been the most stressful time of my life.
Nick and Leslie Simmons from Swansea have only recently got married. And with the honeymoon barely over, they've decided to run a restaurant.
We haven't been together for 2 years, and in them 2 years, we've met, got engaged, we've got married, we've emigrated, starting a business. So it's all been a bit, you know, nuts, to say the least, isn't it?
Yeah.
The new business is an established tapas bar and bistro in the town square.
It is a nice place. We were just blown away by it, to be honest, Leslie, wasn't it?
It didn't need anything doing to it. It already had a name for itself. It's established. The food is absolutely lovely there. It had just had a big makeover. It was spotlessly clean. The staff were nice there. Everything about it just did it for me.
It should bring in money from day one, and it needs to, as the 5-year lease has cost £51,000.
I'd say about 3/4 of our money has gone into that business. So, you know, there's no question about it. This business has got to work, and I'm sure it will. But we know it's going to be hard work.
Their new life in the sun hasn't had the best start. Their 1,500-mile journey took a day longer than planned, so the owner of the apartment they'd agreed to rent leased it to someone else.
We arrived here yesterday at 3:30 with nowhere to stay.
Nick and Leslie need a home for their new life in Spain, so they've come to see a local estate agent, Carlos.
Yeah, we're looking at possibly a long-term contract, 2 or 3 bedroom apartment, Carlos, somewhere close round here.
Leslie and Nick have a budget of €700 a month, but in summer demand is high.
Pleasure. Thanks, Carlos. See you Tuesday.
My hands full. Have a nice weekend.
Cheers, Carlos. Cheers.
They have some short-term accommodation for 7 days.
Right. Do you want me to take this?
Yeah.
Okay.
But after that, they'll be homeless.
Oh, nice and cool down here. The warm weather, you know, people are so relaxed over here. I think that's what it's all about.
It's the lifestyle, isn't it? It's the lifestyle that we want, you know.
But their euphoria doesn't last long.
Right, has anyone got a long stick?
We're having problems opening the gate. The lock to the gate is sticking, so we probably have to ring the agents. Lucky I have a sense of humour.
Maybe it needs a feminine touch.
Well done.
Oh, it's a hero!
Phew, finally the couple can unpack, for a week at least.
What's in the view? Amazing. Oh, this is a dream, isn't it? It's
This
fantastic.
is stunning.
This is
Absolutely
stunning. I think we couldn't have dreamed this, could we? Especially over the last couple of days. It's been so, you know, stressful. And it's nice to know now we've got a place to stay for the time being. It's going to be comfortable. Definitely does it for me.
And me. Yeah.
Happy days.
But they need to find a permanent solution fast, or they'll be homeless just as they take over their new bistro. Thousands of people flock to the Dordogne every year to sample diverse cuisine and wonderful wines. Joe Gell and Alice Barnett are one couple cashing in on this market.
People who checked in really want to eat outside if they can, so we've got them a table of 4.
With their own B&B and restaurant near the town of Vertiac.
Oh, it's so nice to see you guys. So super.
This season has been their busiest yet. They've branched out into large-scale events.
Wow.
And things have gone relatively smoothly.
Thank you, it's absolutely lovely.
Oh, I'm really pleased.
Until now. It's mid-September. Last night, a massive storm hit the area and their outdoor furniture has bore the brunt.
This one is absolutely trashed. This one is going to go to the Marquee graveyard this afternoon.
They will face a hefty bill to replace it, but that's the least of their worries. The storm's also knocked out their electricity supply.
It rained all night, but the actual storm, it blew up so fast. It was 20 minutes. But to take all of our marquees down, everything in the garden was knocked over, and then no power.
We live in rural France, it does happen. It's happened to the whole of the southwest of France today.
The B&B and restaurant have been without power for almost 2 hours.
We've got no electricity.
I've got baguette though.
We've got bread. Yeah.
With guests booked in, more due to arrive and a full dinner service, it's not good news.
Cooking on gas.
We are cooking on gas. Breakfast will be fine because we still have gas, so we can make our coffee. Our main concern is tonight we have 35 people booked in for dinner. So breakfast will be fine.
With so many customers depending on them for both the restaurant and the B&B, the power cut is becoming a real challenge.
Peut-être l'électricité.
Je pense que je vais en retrouver, oui.
I can put candles in people's rooms, that's no problem. We can try and make it look lovely, but there will be a point, if it doesn't come back on today, that the hot water will run out. And that's never happened to us.
3 hours later and there's still no power in the area. And now the latest B&B guests have arrived.
Check-ins, now. Yeah. Great, no electricity.
I just said to them I did warn them, but it's all gone a little bit mental.
Okay.
I believe you've had some fun here.
Nice to meet you.
Time for Alice to break the news.
So
Yes.
have you got electricity?
No.
Excellent.
It should be on by the end of the day, we believe, because every other village near here had theirs turned on by 10 o'clock this morning.
Right.
We have loads of booze and we
have
can
a
still
brew.
make tea and coffee.
Coffee is important and wine is important.
All of those things we can still provide.
Well, that's
Excellent.
marvellous.
Luckily for Joe and Alice, their new guests are very understanding.
Bathroom in the dark, that's okay. I know where everything is. As long as I can have a drink of some description, that's absolutely fine.
Shall we kick off with tea?
Yeah, good one. Yeah.
Regular tea or a coffee?
Coffee, please.
Regular
one coffee
tea
and
for
one
me,
tea?
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you.
That can be arranged.
Yeah.
In fact, Bill and Kate seem to be enjoying the peace.
There's no noise,
No, it's really
which is
hushed,
fab, isn't it? Yeah.
It's not relaxing for Alice, though.
Wednesdays, for some reason, really, really busy.
The restaurant is almost fully booked, and she's now worried about no-shows.
I don't think everybody that's booked will come tonight. I think probably a lot of our customers are having the same problems with us, and I think they'll probably be trying to deal with their fridges, their freezers, everything going on in their own house, shopping for candles and all of that kind of thing.
Is Alice and Joe's great season about to end on a low? A 100 kilometres north of the Dordogne is Charente. It's known for its unspoilt countryside, rolling vineyards, and of course the world's most famous brandy, cognac. 16,000 Brits call this area home, and for those looking to escape to a more laid-back way of life, this is the perfect place to be.
There's no traffic jams
No.
as such on the road.
If we see 5 cars in a row, we
call
think,
it a
wow,
traffic
that's a
jam."
traffic jam here. It's really funny.
Peter and Zoe Thurston Hodge and their 12-year-old daughter Ella swapped suburban Surrey for the commune of Villers-Cotterêts.
It's nice.
An area with a population of just 170.
It reminds me of England, say 30 or 40 years ago, where children can be children for a bit longer. There isn't all the hype on
High heels
and lipstick and so much. So they get to be children for another 4 or 5 years longer, which was quite important to me. We're going to spend a lot more family time together.
As well as quality of life, the family have found value for money.
I've always wanted a swimming pool, and I pretty much designed this on my own.
They've traded their 4-bed semi for an 8-bed dwelling with a pool, part of which they plan to renovate into a holiday gîte. Plus, they also bought this 2-bed rental cottage just down the road. It's late May and Peter and Zoe are putting the finishing touches to the cottage, ready for the start of the summer season.
What I need is a level, because Zoe has to have everything perfectly level.
It's all new to Zoe and Peter, and they have a lot to learn.
No, that's not right. The bubble's just moved.
You've moved the picture, that's why.
Including the joys of working together.
I think that's just perfect
I
over
think
that
it's
bed.
too low.
Now the cottage meets Zoe's high standards, they just need paying guests to enjoy it.
It's really important to make the cottage work because this is going to be one of our main sources of income. We've already used up all of our savings, so if the cottage doesn't rent this summer, then we're going to be in a bit of a sort of...
Bit of a pickle.
Bit of a pickle, really, for want of a better word.
But the couple still have stacks of work to do to turn the larger property into a second holiday home. But they're quickly realising it's not as easy as they first thought.
You're looking through rose-tinted glasses and you think, wow, you know, we can move straight in there.
Yeah.
But what you don't realise behind them doors is a secret. I would suggest, if you're thinking of coming out with a budget,
Triple it.
Triple it. Yes.
The couple budgeted €150,000 for the renovations and are doing most of the work between them.
I'll make you a schedule. You'd
You'll
like
make
that,
me a
wouldn't
schedule.
you?
I'd love a schedule.
You'd love a schedule.
Fortunately, former school site manager Peter is a dab hand at DIY.
That should be that one.
But some tasks are proving a little challenging.
When I was painting, I went to move a wire. As I grabbed it, I got thrown across the room quite quickly. But never mind. I'll check it all now.
Nothing.
Definitely dead, yeah?
Yeah, definitely dead. What shot did you have first? Where was that from?
Marrying you.
While their cottage is ready for guests, they need to finish the gîte renovations to cash in on the summer season.
Yay! We need to get it ready to photograph really in the next 2 weeks. We need it rented, otherwise we won't be able to buy food this winter.
For the next month, Zoe and Peter work day and night on renovating the gîte.
We just keep working at the pace we're at. It'll all come together.
And finally, by mid-July, they've crossed the finish line. They have transformed the old dwelling into a luxury gîte with open-plan living space, a new kitchen, and of course the stunning swimming pool.
Ready? And then shake. And again.
The family are now ready to host up to 12 holidaymakers a week.
I'm going to go to sleep now till Dad calls me.
But as the summer season starts, Peter and Zoe are flat broke.
The whole renovation is with the pool, 250,000.
Yeah.
That's
It's all our money from England, plus the reserve that I had. There isn't any more money, and that's quite serious, really. If this doesn't earn enough,
then we're going to have to sell it
you're
and go
going to
back.
have to go and find the job.
So will these two properties bring in enough income for the couple to carry on living a dream life in the French countryside? In Fuengirola, newlyweds Nick and Leslie Simmons have had a stressful few days since they arrived to start their new life in the sun.
We come to Spain to relax, obviously work hard, but, you know, be more laid back, more relaxed. But at the minute, it's opposite to that.
And now they only have 3 days left in their temporary accommodation. It's critical they find somewhere more permanent to live.
The last thing we want is when we're running a business, having nowhere to live. Or still going for viewings, because believe me, we won't have the time to do that as we're going into the height of the season. And I do not want to be staying in a tent on the beach while we're running a business.
So today they're house hunting with estate agent Carlos.
Guys, the situation is this. I will show you a couple of properties today, okay? But it's quite complicated to find something for long term at the beginning of the summer. Here in Spain, everything is really busy. So I've been talking with one of the owners of this property. He's open to rent for short term, at least 4 or 6 months.
Done?
Do it. Let's do it.
Thank you.
It's the start of the summer season, so decent apartments are scarce. But Carlos has found 2 properties to show them.
The property's over there, on the first floor.
Oh, first floor.
Property 1 is a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment in the pretty town of Calahonda, 12 kilometres from their new business. It comes with parking and a shared swimming pool.
It's nice and cool in there. Yeah. Lovely size in there.
You have the master rooms connected with the bathroom. You have wardrobes.
Yeah. Nice size kitchen.
It's got everything that we want.
What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
It's not doing it for me.
Yeah, I quite like it. I think it's spacious, big balcony. It's ideal. It's situated in a quiet place. Lovely facilities. How much is this place?
700.
700 euros, right.
Yeah.
It's right on their maximum budget of £600, but Leslie's still not sure.
Well, I think from potentially sleeping in a car to this is paradise. So I'll take this now, that's my view.
Maybe the next apartment can do better. It's situated in Fuengirola.
Okay, guys, come on.
Okay.
Just a short walk from their new bistro.
You have this is the first level.
Okay.
You got the wash machine outside. You have a lot of little terrace over here.
Yeah.
Next to the swimming pool.
Oh, it's a lovely sized balcony in there. Is it doing it for you?
It is doing it for me.
This property has 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, including a master with an ensuite, as well as the use of a communal pool.
From my point of view, I think this is more spacious. I think it's very got Spanish theme to it. It's perfectly situated. It's quiet. but is it within budget?
Okay, guys, we have here another 2 rooms.
Okay.
With another bathroom. About half in the bath.
Lovely.
Give me a bath.
After working all them hours in the restaurant, it'd be nice to come home and relax in the bath, wouldn't it?
Fantastic.
And Carlos has saved the best feature till last.
Let me show you. There you have sea views as well.
Oh, fantastic, isn't it? The size of it.
Brilliant. You don't even have to go and sunbathe by the pool.
The property comes with its very own roof terrace, with views over the pool and sea.
Definitely does it for me. Coming up here, eating your evening meal, looking over the sea, innit? It just blows me away.
But these luxuries come with a price tag to match.
This one is in 1,200 because you're on the prime location.
Yeah, of course you are.
Just 10 steps to the beach.
Despite being €500 a month over their budget, Leslie and Nick aren't put off.
This feels like I'm in somebody's house and not an apartment.
That's important, I think, isn't it? It's definitely something to think about, isn't it?
But with a new business to pay for, can they really afford to let their hearts rule their heads? One thing's for sure, they need to make a decision, and fast.
I feel that over the last week, if we hadn't laughed a lot, I could just sit down and cry.
It is important we get somewhere to live in it. Otherwise, it's back to the car, kiddo. Happy days. And there's no ensuite in the car, believe me.
Near the town of Coué, Derek and Debbie Shooton have been thinking long and hard about how they can attract more guests this summer, because the gîte business is a very competitive market.
I think we worry because we've both obviously given up our jobs and we've still got to help our children back in England, and it's all about not really digging into our savings, and that's the worry. Neither of us have a pension.
One way they hope to find a niche in the market is by offering more activities to their guests, like archery. And luckily, Derek has had some previous experience.
I remember doing it fondly as a child, as a young man.
In the Scouts.
And with my uncle, and won't ever go at it. So the archery will be here. I'm going to start reading up on it, and we'll have kiddies archery and adult archery here. So I can teach them, and I know the principles of it, the safety and what the protective equipment you need is. So I'll be just doing supervised shoots here. So I don't think the insurance company would like it that much, but if it's supervised and proper and we're doing it away, then it's at people's own risk, but it should be safe as houses.
A few days later, and Derek's homemade target stand is beginning to take shape. Sort of.
I've got to drill some holes in it, put some pegs, and then I've got to get them together somehow. I haven't quite worked out how yet. That should sit. It should sit somewhere like that, holding that in place.
A few more days later, and Derek is finally ready to test out his DIY archery range with Debbie.
It's very windy.
No.
I think you need a bit of string.
Well, you're going to hold it there, then?
Hold it.
You hold it.
No. It's a bit rubbish, isn't it?
Derek hasn't fired any arrows since he was a Boy Scout, but will it all come back to him?
Oh, you're not getting anywhere near the target. You make it look very easy there.
I keep pulling to the
left.
To the left.
So if you aim more to the right, you should hit the target.
Yeah, nearly went in the field.
So no points on the board so far, and to make matters worse, he's lost most of his arrows.
I can't believe it's gone missing just like that. Definitely went past the target, didn't it? That is absolutely mad.
And after finding most of the arrows, Debbie is up next.
Well, that's got a bit
I
higher.
hit my nose then. Where did it go?
About halfway. Nil. Oh, nearer.
Why do I keep hitting my face?
An hour later, there are still no scores on the board and lost arrows are nearly in double figures when Debbie gives it one last go.
My goodness, is he going to be beaten? That's better! Hey!
High five!
And you're in the ring!
I'm in the ring!
Shall I put your score down?
Look at that. Well in.
Derek and Debbie pride themselves on customer service and are now hosting 2 more families who have taken over both properties.
Makes a massive difference. We've been to places where the hosts didn't interact with us at all.
Yeah.
You may not even meet the host, you turn up, things are there. Knowing that they're there, they come and see how you're getting on, give you advice about places to go, things to see.
And now Derek and Debbie have persuaded the group to test run the archery range.
That's it, you've got to keep your elbow up so it's all in line and then look down and then... Hey! He's there! Robin of the Hood. Guests are too good. I'm banning them from coming.
It's not long before all of their guests want to try.
That's it.
Go on, Olivia. That's how you do it, okay?
Yeah. He'd be good, wouldn't he? Was that my tuition skills?
The tournament is an unqualified success.
Oh, it's great fun. It sort of gets everyone together because everyone can have a go. Olivia's about to go and, in fact, she is shooting some more. Oh! She feels part of it and it just gets all the different people together.
Oh! Just having extra things you can do within the grounds and not having to go anywhere is a really, really nice thing to have.
Oh, that was so well done. It was a success. They want to do more, we want to go home. We need a rest, we're tired out.
It's good that they're sort of more keen than us now.
People having fun, doing something you can't do at home in your back garden.
And that they keep wanting to have it.
Yeah.
They want another go all the time, don't they?
A bit of competition, they all liked it.
Debbie and Derek will definitely be adding archery to their list of activities on offer. But their development plans don't stop there. The next step is a golf course. In Villers-Couture, Peter, Zoe and their daughter Ella have finished their renovations to create a beautiful home for them and a 5-bedroom luxury gîte for guests. But they're now in desperate need of bookings.
Everything that's been done has been done by you, really, hasn't it?
It's now July and the ambitious project has drained most of their energy as well as their bank account.
A year ago I thought it was very, very easy and we'd get there and everything would be rosy, but it isn't and it's hard work. Yeah. And today I'm thinking,
yeah, we've got there.
I've got there.
The family also own a holiday cottage a short drive down the road. Together, the 2 properties could bring them an income of €2,000 a week, money they desperately need. And in just 2 days, the first ever guests are coming to stay.
I'm not terrified, it's fine. I've got... well, it's all under control, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
But Peter won't be around to welcome them.
It's to bring all the tea bags back in when you come back.
The goodies.
He's flying to the UK with daughter Ella for a family wedding, leaving Zoe to run the place alone.
How are you feeling about leaving me?
Oh, I think you'll be fine.
Since they moved in, Peter has been doing most of the maintenance, so before he jets off, he needs to show Zoe the ropes, including the pool alarm.
If anyone falls in,
yeah,
it'll go off, so I'm going to send it off. Right, that's armed, so the light's not flashing.
Okay.
That's ready in case someone fell in.
Okay. That's on then.
That's armed.
6 feet, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So that's the easy part of it all.
And the hard part?
Get it right, that's it. Just tap it on the side. That is a stag beetle.
Oh my God.
Insects ejected from the pool.
Right, bye.
It's time for Peter and Ella to say au revoir.
Have a nice time.
See you later.
Good girl, yeah? Yeah.
Leaving inexperienced Zoe by herself managing the fledgling business.
Usually if something happens, I could go, Peter, come and help do this, but no, I haven't got anybody.
Two days later, and with the first guests due to arrive in a couple of hours, Zoe is sorting the finishing touches.
We always knew we were going to supply, you know, a welcome basket and wine. The wine really doesn't cost very much out here, and I just think it's a nice touch. They're here!
The two families have driven over from Wales, and with 9 of them in tow, it will test the capacity of the new gîte.
You've got a little book here that just gives you lots of information as well, and some things about the house.
Can we stay in this room?
So you make yourself comfortable.
This is my room.
This is a what room? Sorry?
This is my room.
That's just you.
And Olivia.
Don't tell anyone, I think this one's my favourite.
Peter and Zoe's very first guests seem impressed with their home for the next fortnight.
Yeah, it is beautiful.
Really friendly welcome and much nicer than I thought it was bigger, you know, in the photographs you saw.
And it is nice that it is out of the way and it's got everything. It looks like it's got everything here.
We're sort of near enough to tourist places with our shell and things, but far enough away that we can have a quiet week.
Nice glass of red.
As the guests settle in for the night, Zoe can finally unwind.
Not very much, is it? I might have to open another one later.
It's a peaceful end to a hectic week.
I just want to go to sleep. It'll be literally one glass of wine and I'll be zonked.
But just as Zoe is about to relax, the pool alarm has been activated.
So I need to just make sure nobody's drowning in it. Okay.
Everything's
Did you see, I have to run down and check when I do that.
As Zoe's new role as holiday host begins, it seems the dream of a quiet life may still be a way off.
Right, I'm going to go and sit on the sofa now and put my feet up.
Just outside Vertiac in the Dordogne, restaurant and B&B owners Joe and Alice have a major problem.
We're definitely cooking on gas today.
Can't believe this happened today.
But I don't quite know how I'm going to serve from here in the pitch dark.
Their whole area has had a power cut and been without electricity for more than 12 hours.
Often you have a storm and the power gets knocked out for a few hours. It's not normally really long and people do take it seriously and the power company comes out really, really fast. Because there's so many businesses relying on the power. But yeah, this one seems to have gone on a bit longer, which makes me think maybe it's a little bit more serious.
With a fully booked B&B and dinner service, Joe has had to think hard about the menu.
We're just going to have to change it around a little bit. This week the menu is celebrating the oyster because it's September and that's the first month that the oysters sort of come back. But then I was going to do deep fried oysters with an Asian salad. Obviously the deep fryer is probably not going to be working, but I can set up a fryer on the stovetop. We can do it. One of the people that are staying here has just offered me a head torch, so maybe I'll go miner style.
Joe and Alice know closing tonight would be bad for business, so they're pushing on regardless. But then, just as they've given up all hope...
We have light.
Electricity.
The electricity is back. No, we're over the moon because, well, we could have done it and it would have been romantic and lovely. We're very, very pleased to have it back on. Just makes our lives a little bit easier. We can use like deep fat fryers and ovens and stuff, you know.
The storm may have blown away their marquees after a busy season of events, but at least their restaurant in the French countryside can keep trading.
You feel responsible. You feel responsible for the weather. It's like, you know, when did I become Michael Fish?
Later that evening, with the power back on and a busy service, Alice and Joe are settling back into their stride.
We've got a fully booked restaurant. Every single person's turned up. We didn't actually think a lot of people would because of the power cut. Some people that are dining with still don't have any power in their house. So it's kind of amazing that everybody arrived. Our rooms have hot water and lighting, and it's a great atmosphere. We're packed, it's lovely. Will you be coming again? Oh, certainly.
And there's good feedback from the guests.
I'm 71 and it's my first oyster. How good is that?
An excellent start to the holiday, yeah.
We're just really glad it all came back on, and everything was good.
There's no doubt Joe and Alice have successfully expanded their business and can now look forward to next season.
Some days it's a good question what keeps us here, because some days you're so tired and you're really up against it and you're just like, why am I doing this? And you think of, you know, your past life when you were sitting behind a computer and, you know, earning so much an hour and going home at 5 o'clock and having weekends off and being able to attend functions or have a social life. But you get up every morning and you look around you and you just think, this is stunning.
It may have been a hard slog, but with the help of their new team this year, it's been made possible.
Grab on!
So today they want to take them out to celebrate.
It's a bit woggly, isn't it?
Jodie, Chantal and Ange will still be with us for the whole winter, but various members of our team are leaving for the winter, so it's really great to hang out.
I like this game.
We have never had such a great team as we have had this year. It's really brilliant.
High five! High five! High five!
This season has been absolutely fantastic. There have been high days and low days, don't get me wrong, but I think we've rocked it. And coming to the end, you can say that in hindsight. It's really easy to say it because it's like, yeah, it's done now.
Ding, 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 ding.
I'd just like to say a massive thank you to everybody for this year. Everyone's worked their socks off. Can you all come back again next year, please?
We don't know.
Cheers, everybody. Well done.
Cheers.
It's been, without a doubt, a hugely successful year, and now Joe and Alice are already planning for the next 12 months.
We've got some massive refurbs to do in November. We're moving the kitchen, doing the bathrooms and the rooms, and so we'll be closed down for November. And then we will be back into full swing in December, and we're already fully booked for Christmas. So, yeah, not too much rest for people, a little bit.
Next time, Derek and Debbie's grand plans for a golf course.
It's just a little pitch and putt, so you can just have a play around.
Can they pull off their ambitious design?
Work of art coming up. Ta-da! Shall I just run away?
Leslie and Nick begin working in their new bar.
Go on, Bennett.
Can they stand the heat?
I didn't think it was going to be this difficult.
And a late night pool party.
11 o'clock at night, they came back and swam.
Gives Peter and Zoe a challenging dilemma.
This could be a bit awkward because it might turn into an argument.